Hey everybody. Hi, it's Sunday. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. So I wanted to just say hi and just touch base. Yesterday I did a video, but you know what? Something I didn't mention in my video yesterday is I'm coming off um, a cheat day. I had a cheat day Thursday night, and today's Sunday morning. I just started getting back to it. You know what? I've had cheat days in the last 3 weeks, one each week. For various reasons, just things going on, and it's not something I do regularly normally, but it's just sort of happened this summer where things are happening, where I get together with friends, or I had a barbecue, or at work we had a little event after we finished training. So basically, made a decision just to eat whatever I chose to, and then I got back to the next day. So cheat as well, it's a word a lot of people don't like to use. Cheating, all it means to me is just not adhering to the principles of low carb ketogenic eating. So I technically cheat. Um, I've been increasing my fats the last day or so just to make sure that I got enough fats in me and not too much protein in order to get back on the ketogenic wagon. I'm sure I'm not in ketosis yet, but I'm feeling good this morning. Got a great night's sleep. Sleep very important. Bulk barn. Just finished off some cashew butter. I bought some almond butter and cashew butter a few weeks ago, and just finished that off for a little bit of fat this morning. And I know that maybe it's not the ideal breakfast, but it actually is very satisfying, along with a nice big cup of coffee to start my day. Was doing a little singing, a little watching of an indulgence I have. I like Big Brother, the TV show. I watch the US version as well as the British version. Right now in England, they have a Celebrity Big Brother, and I was watching a little bit of their side program called Bit on the Side, and love it. Really love the. I know it's not scripted, but it's dramatic. A lot of fun watching, entertaining watching that. But anyway, that's not what this is about. So I just wanted to say hi to everybody. Love, very musical. This is not really any theme focused, but life is about doing the things that make you happy, right? And I do really like these videos with you guys. So, and hopefully more people will watch. But if not, even if it's just a few, all a few, it's pretty special to me that people actually spend a few minutes watching me, little old me. And I wanted to say I'm very grateful for the people who respond and who like the videos and who share them, and whatever else. If you have any comments or anything, always feel free to do that. I'm an open dialogue. I want to continue doing this. I try to do more videos. Try not to do too many because I don't want to, saturate the airwaves, but a lot of it's to do with diet. But physical exercise is really important. Just one second. I'm just going to grab it. So I know this. I know that a lot of people will know these weights here. See them? Are not a lot. What is the size of them? 7 pounds. 7 pounds. So I got 2. 7 pounds. 1, 2. A little bit of curling. Call this resistance training. So I'm doing a little more of this just to get a little bit more physically fit. Yeah, I've taken off the weight. So I'm on a good weight. I'm happy about it. I'm able to wear clothes comfortably and not have to fit into them so tight, so that life is difficult. I'm able to do more physical things. 1, 2, 3. Anyway, put those down. So I'm in my living room, very comfortable. You might hear some cars driving by. This webcam is pretty good, so it does screen out a lot of the background noise. But I really like talking. I like sharing, and I like dialogue. I'm not a big fan of fighting, but if you have an argument, I like to keep it civil. And my workplace, what I'm working right now, is just basically sometimes great conversations. There's a guy there who likes to have psychological conversations about, what is the meaning of life? What is the existence? Why are we here? Um, Maybe the theme of this video should be what's important. If you're, just to go back, if you're heavy, if you're overweight significantly more than like 40 or 50 pounds, even a little bit, quality of life could be affected. If your quality of life, if you're heavy and your quality of life, I'm never going to tell somebody, oh yeah, you got to lose weight. I think it's better if you're at a lower weight. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be stick thin. I don't believe in that. I'll never be stick thin. I don't want to be. But if you're happy, being a little heavier, then I say whatever your goals are, that's what should be your focus in life. This ketogenic low carb way of eating is just a tool to get you to a place where you're a little happier about your body image, your physical image, and that's just one part of what we do here. I mean, really, interactions with people are, I think, one of the most important things. Me personally, I am not completely introverted. I was at one point in my life, but right now I'm sort of on the edge of introverted and extroverted. I'm not an extrovert. I don't think I'll ever be an extrovert. But over the years, I've done a lot of training of, financial services and technology, that type of thing. I'm definitely big into technology, and I love helping people get what they need, whether it's, computer fixing, or if they're, their financial services, how they're going to manage their money. That's what I'm all about, and that's what I'm trying to sort of promote using the YouTube. So, all about those kind of questions. I would say I'm knowledgeable, but I wouldn't say I'm an expert. I'm always learning about new things, and sometimes changing my approach. But as far as eating goes, healthy whole foods that don't have a lot of sugar response within your body is a really big focus of mine, especially with low carb. I try to eliminate wheat. On my cheat days, I have to admit I do eat wheat, and sometimes I don't feel so good afterwards. So cheating or not adhering to the principles of low carb or ketogenic eating, I enjoy it when I do it. I never ever regret it. My focus is to get back to my normal way of eating. Like I said, 90 to 95% of what I eat is going to be focused on those kind of foods. Most mornings I don't have peanut butter or cashew butter, excuse me, and this cashew butter doesn't have a lot of sugar in it. Have some carbs, but it's very good as far as the fat level goes. And I try to keep my fats. I aim for 80%. I hardly ever reach it, but I aim for 80% of my daily intake of nutrients from fat, and 15% from protein, and 5% approximately from carbohydrates. And those carbohydrates that I eat, those would be things like vegetables. I'm not a huge vegetable person, but I do believe in in your gut culture. You need to make sure that your stomach is healthy. I do take some supplements to make sure that if I'm not quite getting the nutrients that I need, that those supplements add to it. The supplements include some vitamin D, 5,000 units. I take a daily aspirin, and this crow outside my outside my door seems to be wanting to make a statement as well. Very loud. It needs to have a cup of coffee or something, just like I did this morning. But as far as what else? Resveratrol, which is the active ingredient in red wine, so it's in a pill, so that it helps you to get that antioxidant, and calcium, magnesium, zinc tablets, as well as selenium for my thyroid. So I'm always looking at ways to improve things without overly affecting my life event. I want to make sure that each day is better. I'm trying to improve, trying to enjoy each day, go to work and be happier. And that is the fundamental goal of why I'm working on maintaining the weight that I've lost, and also, feeling good about the food I'm eating. I want to enjoy the meals that I have. And a lot of people say, a lot of people comment on, well, you shouldn't cheat. Well, you know what? That's each individual person has to decide on themselves whether they're sensitive to carbohydrates in the sense that they can't cheat ever or not. So that's up to you. And I'm hopefully here to help give you thoughts on what works and what doesn't. A lot of people use ketogenic eating to be an effective tool in their life, and some people just choose not to. And whatever that is, I respect that. But I'm basically building on this concept of, what is the clear focus of where you want to go, and what are the tools you need to get there. That is essentially why I'm doing these videos, and I really love to hear your feedback. If any thoughts, any questions, anything you'd like my opinion on, I'm happy to do videos. I do videos all day long if that's what you wanted to see. Um, I'd like you to subscribe to my channel if you like what I'm doing. If you have any thoughts on other things you'd like me to talk on, please do. I started some conversations on finances and ways to get yourself in better financial shape. I basically had a setback recently over the last couple of years, lost my job, been out of work for a while, and had to restructure the way I do my financial life. So that's been a learning experience for me. Not that I didn't functionally understand that I was spending too much, but I was an impulse buyer. Whenever I went out, I always bought a coffee. I never made my own lunches. Now every day, pretty much, almost every day, I make my own lunch. Sometimes I even fast through the day because that's part of the eating. I do some intermittent fasting now and then. So lots of different tricks and treats and ways of going about things. Definitely like to share over the video. And I know not everybody agrees with what I'm saying or the way I'm going about things, but I'm just putting out my thoughts. A lot of people have different opinions on what works and what doesn't. Pretty humble about it. I don't want to have. I don't want to. I want people to look at themselves and decide what's important to them and see if this method of eating, if their financial efforts are working or not. If they're not working, why aren't they working? What can they do to improve them? Maybe their living situation, maybe they're commuting too long. I used to commute 2.5 hours each way, 5 hours a day to make a really good salary, and it was killing me. So is your commute too long? Is it good? Mine's really short right now. It's pretty quick. I go to work locally. So um, I think the stress level is really important, not releasing cortisol into your body, therefore restricting your ability to lose or maintain your weight. Hormones are a big part of weight maintenance and feeling good and having a good body image. Resistance training with the weights or stretch bands I use as well to be able to just make sure that you keep everything tight and tight. And I used to do a lot of walking. I think I'm going to get back into that as well, doing walking around town. I really enjoy that. So guess I've been talking. Oh, we're already at 12 minutes. It's crazy stuff. Crazy. Um, Thank you very much for listening. I'm going to go out and do a little yard work. Did my lawn. My lawn, I have a lot of property here, and it takes me about 2 hours if I don't rush too hard to mow all my lawn and do a little weed whacking, that kind of thing. So I like to take the time to do that. I did that on, Friday morning, and it's a little gloomy this morning. I'm not sure if it's going to rain or not, but temperature is really nice. It was getting a little cool there a few days ago. Still enjoying some nice weather. Next week, I understand it's going to get to about 30 Celsius for a few days, which is about 84 Fahrenheit for people who are watching from other countries who don't use Celsius. Um, Anyhow, I wanted to just say again, my email address is niagaraedge@gmail.com. Please feel free to email me any questions you have about any of the topics I talked about or any suggestions that you'd like. Comments are very welcome on the YouTube video. Please feel free to give me any comments if you have any suggestions or questions that you want something talked about, or if you just want to say hey, it's fine. I'm open and welcome to it. Also, if you like this video, please click like on the YouTube video. I appreciate that. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And I'll just say I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. I'm off to work a little bit later today and really enjoying my work. And I want to just say thank you so much for listening and watching. Have a great day. Take care. Bye.